Well, everyone, as we're moving into the fall weather, believe it or not, there's still tons of activities that are happening downtown. You don't want to miss those, and one of the best happens right here at Lincoln Park in downtown Greeley. And we have with us today Bianca Fisher from the Downtown Development Authority, who's Associate Director. He's going to tell us about that event, and it is called Oktobrewfest.
Yes, welcome. We're switching this year. So Oktoberfest has been a Greeley staple for many, many years, and this is the first year we're rebranding just slightly, and it's going to be Oktobrewfest. And the reason really for this change is we've noticed a lot more interest in the craft brew culture, so we wanted to highlight that, especially in Greeley in northern Colorado. We've got a lot to offer as far as craft beer goes, and it's a great pairing with traditional Oktoberfest, German traditions, so we really wanted to highlight that this year.
All right, so now that everybody knows what it's called, Oktobrewfest, before we get too far along in this, why don't we tell folks the dates for the event and hours? I know it's kind of broke up over a couple of days, so let's give them the basics for that.
All right, well, this year we're kicking off Friday, September 27th from 5 until 10, and Saturday, October 28th from 11 until 9.
That's right. There was a little change. We talked about that before, so it goes till 9 o'clock. And now let's say that I arrive here at downtown Lincoln Park. Let's kind of go through what folks can expect. I know there's a couple of different entrances. The area is closed off, so that folks need to make sure, because there's beer involved, they need to bring their IDs. Let's just kind of go through some of those logistics.
Sure. Well, the main events are on the east side and the west side of the park. And just kind of walking you through, it's a family fun event. So we've got a lot of activities. Friday evening, our kids area is not open. That'll be all day on Saturday. But we'll have a lot of food vendors, a lot of craft vendors, great entertainment this year, and obviously lots of different beer and delicious German food. So
yeah, I wanted to make sure, when we were talking before this, we didn't really talk about the food, but the food is always a highlight.
Yes, so we'll have everything from traditional German spatzel and brats and schnitzel to, pizza that's the size of a small child. I mean, there's everything in between. So we've got a great selection, a lot of local vendors, which is great. And again, a nice cold beer and also soda and water and other drinks as well. So.
Okay, well, a lot of this I know can't happen, and this is the way it always is for events such as these, without those sponsors. I know you always get some fantastic sponsors. Let's go ahead and mention them.
We do, and I'm just going to read those real quick. Again, we really could not put this event on without the support of local community businesses. So a big, big thank you to NCMC, the City of Greeley, the Tribune, All-Purpose Rental, American Eagle Distributing, Oscar Blues, Lamar, Roach Construction, Town Square Media, Triple S, and Wheeler Management. And then we have a whole lot of other smaller contributors that really, all together as one, we really make this thing happen. So.
All right, well, let's kind of delve into a few of the particulars that are happening out here. You mentioned about the vendors, so I can do a little shopping while I'm here. But then there's also some great kind of extra events that I can participate in. Beer pong and pie eating contests. Tell us all about those.
Sure. So a big popular event is beer pong. So it's life size. We have they're basically barrels, and it's fun because kids are able to participate and they basically bounce the ball and try and get them into the barrels. And then the prize being soda or water for children, and then a beer token for the adults. So that's a popular one. We have an Ironstein contest, which was a big hit last year. Pie eating contests. We have volleyball that's out here that UNC comes and puts on. Obviously a whole variety of kids activities. Pumpkin decorating, lots of games, wow bubbles. We have a giant bubble tower that will be sponsored by Kaiser Permanente again. So a big thank you to them for that as well. So a lot of fun. There's face painting and balloons for the kids. So a lot of activities again, and then a full craft vendor area. We'll expect probably 12 to 15 craft vendors, from everything from soap to candies to purses to all sorts of things. So a lot of fun stuff to do.
Now, another thing that I know that you've brought back this year, and that's kind of the VIP tent area. Can you tell us how that works and how people can become a Oktobrewfest, that's hard to say, VIP?
Sure. So again, this year we're looking at having probably about 18 different craft beers on tap from about 7 or 8 local northern Colorado breweries. So the VIP tent is kind of their specialty beers that you really can't get just anywhere. So this is an area, the cost is $30 and you get basically to sample these special unique craft beers. There is a small little tasting glass that you are able to take home as well as we have food samples, some different drink samples as well. So it was a big hit last year. So again, this is for our sponsors and then anyone who would like to purchase them the day of. So that'll run on Saturday from about 3 to 7.
Okay, well, I'm glad to know that you're talking about the little cups, because I don't know if I tasted all of those different beers if I would still be walking, but that's a great idea. One of the things we haven't touched on real quick is the cost. I know there is a little bit of a fee for things, and so let us know what that is, and also if there's a website where we can get more info.
Sure. So the event as a whole is free, so come on down. Obviously for the craft vendors and food vendors, there's a small fee for some of the kids' activities. The VIP tent, like I mentioned, there's a fee for that, and then obviously different drinks. There's a fee for food and drink as well. So, but the event is free, so lots to do, obviously, without being costly. So again, there's obviously great entertainment to be enjoyed. We have some great polka bands, some traditional German dancers. We'll have a few, modern bands as well, kind of later in the evenings on Friday and Saturdays as well. So a lot to offer for everyone. And then for more information, GreeleyDowntown.com. Under the things to do, there's a special Oktoberfest tab. So Oktobrewfest, I have to catch myself. So yeah, so lots of information. Always a fun event.
Okay, well, Bianca, thank you so much for being here today. We look forward to seeing you down here in Lincoln Park.
Thanks so much.
All right, so you there at home, make sure you write that down. Oktobrewfest coming up right here in Lincoln Park.